Hello and good afternoon from Costa Rica. We hope all of you are doing well. We wanted to thank all the organization of the International Federation of Healthcare Engineering for this opportunity to share our experience this 28th International Conference. Also, we want to extend our admiration and gratitude with the South African Federation of Engineering, of Healthcare Engineering, um, and all their associates for making this great event possible, especially to Charlie Godfrey, that has accompanied us through the process of this presentation. And of course, we want to thank all of the delegates around the world present in the audience today, and we hope that you will enjoy our approach to the solution given to these twin projects of the periodical visit healthcare posts in indigenous territory of Talamanca here in Costa Rica. We are healthcare architects from the Caja Costarricense del Seguro Social, which is the public healthcare institution in charge of developing all the infrastructure for health attention of the population. My name is Minor Martin, and my colleague and co-worker, the architect Marcela Gonzalez, will start by giving an introduction to the development of these small but important projects that were meant to take healthcare to indigenous communities of one of the most isolated territories of the country. So, Marcela.
Good afternoon. I hope you are doing well and enjoying this event. We are part of the Caja Costarricense del Seguro Social, specific the DAPE. In these photographs, you can see the work team that participated in the development and construction of the buildings. The construction sites are located in Talamanca, specifically near the La Amistad International Park. This is an indigenous area where the inhabitants belong to the Cabécar and Bribri ethnic groups. In these photographs, the areas of Bajo Blay and Piedra Mesa can be observed, which are the most important points for the indigenous communities. These areas are surrounded by mountains and cannot be accessed by land vehicles. The inhabitants must undertake foot journey of up to 5 days to reach the nearest settlements, crossing rivers without any infrastructure, which puts their life at risk. The construction of the buildings is carried out because these sites provide periodic medical attention to the inhabitants. The land is obtained through an agreement signed with the Indigenous Association. The design and construction of the projects aim to be environmentally responsible and to integrate institutional guidelines with the cultural characteristics of the area, basing the design on traditional Bribri and Cabécar homes and implementing clean energy production for their operation. Additionally, the areas are isolated, with no access to land vehicles, and present a fragile environment due to the limited human intervention. It is essential to equip the buildings with a medical shelter that allows the teams to stay for at least 1 week every 3 months in the communities.
Before the development of these projects, there were no infrastructure good for healthcare attention. So this is one of the um, answers we are giving.
Okay. The project includes a functional program that defines the necessary areas for its proper development. In this case, both projects feature a service platform, nursing procedures, general service, and additionally, the personal area. Photographs of the model construction during the preliminary project and design process are also present. Since this is a project of national interest, collaboration from the state and government institutional was essential to carry out the construction process. It is important to note that the transportation of materials and personnel was conducted by air. Now it is presented how the 17 SDGs are linked to the development of the project.
Exactly.
Minor?
Like these SDGs have been analyzed in perspective to adapt the valuable concepts into the design of these two projects so that the community would have their benefit with the vinculation and the outputs that they produce. So we will start describing each SDG and its relationship with the project.
Okay. In this image, we see the philosophical principles of the Caja Costarricense del Seguro Social. Respect for people, universality, solidarity, unity, equality. This is part of the mission of the institution. The inhabitants of the Indigenous Reserve of the Cabecarambriri cultures who have lived in the Talamanca mountain range region of Costa Rica long before the colonial period are found in one of the most remote areas of the country. Generally, they travel on foot for 3 to 5 days to reach a location where they can be transported to the nearest health center, or they depend on an air ambulance that is not available always. No poverty. Most families living here are in the extreme poverty. They're really on social aid organization and local agriculture. However, many are often drawn to work for local drug traffickers to survive in this harsh environment. During the construction and operation process of these facilities, jobs were offered to the local indigenous population for various tasks, such as transporting stones, providing security, cleaning the buildings, and even working in health service for the Talamanca health area.
For
Second,
example, this
sorry.
this girl. No, don't worry. For example, the girl you saw over there, she was transporting this big log. She's pregnant. She was pregnant right there. So yes, we give a lot of provide a lot of jobs to the local population in the process.
Yeah. Number 2, zero hunger. The sustainable objective is deeply rooted in the idiosyncrasy of the mountain tribes in this region. They fish, hunt, and cultivate as much as they can, but it's generally not enough for their daily sustenance. Therefore, they receive assistance from many organizations, both national and international, that support social causes. Number 3, good health and well-being. It is the issue that unites us. Geographical and cultural distances separate us, and government struggle to meet each demand and responsibility toward these vulnerable populations. In the case of the CCSS, there was a palpable need to address our most underserved indigenous communities so they could have direct access to healthcare within a reasonable time frame. Okay, next, quality education. The medical program of the Talamanca health area, responsible for periodic visits, occasionally invites the community to teach good practice and address health issues. Within the facilities, a large classroom with a capacity for up to 14 people, has been planned to serve as a social space that can act as a knowledge link with the community. Next.
In
Minor.
fact, all the solar panels, for example, they are installed on the roof of this classroom, and yes, you can see here, for example, one of the teachers or the institutional uh, uh, resources that went over there and give this kind of capacity. Yeah. So number 5 is gender equality. Indigenous culture and gender positions in the family, in these communities, are defined as it was since the colonization. So, like it's like stayed in time, right? So, woman stays at home, and the man goes and fishes and hunts and etc. There has been a lot of aggression problems in the communities. So there has been in international organizations and national organizations that go there and tries to uh, diminish these actions with uh, different cultural uh, talks. Yes. So next, please. Okay, number 6 is the clean water and sanitation. So, in collaboration with the Acueductos Alcantarillados, that is like the water institution here in Costa Rica, some filters from the local rivers was installed, and a second filtering process was proposed, but it was almost impossible because of the constitution of the water in the location. Please.
Okay.
Number 7 is affordable and clean energy. Um, there are no electrical energy in the place, right? In this part of the country. Like Marcela says, it's a very remote area. So the infrastructure was totally planned to be an off-grid building since the beginning of the design, right? So the the PDHP are equipped with a high-range photovoltaic arrangement with a range of lithium batteries backup. You can see here in the image in the lower corner. There is too in each of the projects a gas LP generator for the redundancy for the medical equipment and solar vaccine refrigerator that exist into the infrastructure. So yeah, they are totally off-grid uh, buildings. And the number 8 SDG is the decent work and economic growth. This was part of what Marcela says before, right? This is a territory that needs a lot of work. You can see here people line up, right, to ask for jobs, and we try to provide that during all the construction process, and that was explicit uh, solicitation of the institution to the contractors of the development of the project. Number 9 is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Like my colleague says before, this project couldn't be made without an complementary contract of carrying external and internal carries in a mainly in a UH1 Iroquois bell, like you can see here in the top corner, and all the furniture, all the medical equipment were flown into the area because there was no other way, right? So as you can see here too, the U.S. government donated some hours of a Chinook helicopter for the transportation of the main beams and columns of the project. So yeah, it's mainly a new type of construction, at least here uh, in our country. So number 10 is the reduce inequalities. This is the main issue that the construction of these projects is the quality of access to healthcare for the most vulnerable population of the communities. Approximately to 206 2,600 local inhabitants they have a direct impact on their healthcare and attention, and a lot of more communities of surroundings will benefit from them too. So this will probably affect the future statistics of the healthcare of this area. And the number 11 SDG is sustainable cities and communities. The first condition that we integrated into the design was the cultural and sustainable principles that has to prime in the construction of these buildings. Um, the search of course of general well-being of the people that visit this infrastructure, and the relationship with the natural environment were very important for us to try to not impact this beautiful place and natural, which is natural. Uh, we look up to the purpose to a more ecological and bioclimatic design that will interact with the vernacular architecture of the place too. This is the natural environment. The number 12 is responsible consumption and production. This PVHP is only used when the medical group visits the place. This is why they call a periodical visit, right? This is generally with a span of 3 months, which were um, proposed to change probably in 1 month span with this infrastructure. That was the idea. Um, so this is the generator, the gas LGP generator that I was mentioning before. And of course, all the calculations for the development of the systems, of the electromechanic systems, are in this line and consumption. So we do not consume more than we need. Right? The number 13 SDG is the climate action, right? So these buildings are climatic consciousness of the design. It was gained upon the construction. We designed and we made the building in the beginning. They have one form, and at the same time we were constructing, we recognized that we have to make changes in the skin in the design. So we implemented some green walls you can see over there, and this made it. Well, we did simulations before, but mainly this is a rough climate, right? So we couldn't predict all the reactions that we were going to have at the buildings we're going to upfront. So and yeah, we have to protect all the wood. Well, we haven't talked about, but these buildings are totally made of wood, right? 20% of the wood was extracted from the local area, and the other 80% was flown to the place of construction. The number 14, life below water. Uh, we don't have like a sea or nearby, right? But this great river, the River Telire, which is one of the biggest rivers in the country, is passed through the mountains and very near to each of these uh, buildings. And this is a source, of course, of fishing, stones, excuse me, stones, and could be in the future a source of clean energy, a clean energy source. One of the peculiar things that happened during the construction was that this 75-meter long bridge was constructed uh, as a aid, right, to the local population to cross the river safely. Because, like Marcela said before, there has been a lot of people dead or injured for trying to cross the river in some dangerous places. Okay, number 15 is life on land. Like I said, the 20%, this is the where the 20% of the wood extracted was planted. Um, one of the we did make a landscape design into the project, and we're forced to plant more trees from the ones that were cut for the construction, and we implemented a medical garden inside of the project. You can see here these three colors and all the type of plants we uh, plant there, was the landscape design and the medical garden. We planned to solve some of the most common health problems in the area. Number 16 is peace, justice, and strong institution. Well, as we said before, the CCSS is the biggest and strongest institution in Costa Rica with more than 80 years of social service to the population. And it has more than 1 million uh, uh, square meters, excuse me, of construction between hospitals, clinics, um, and some smaller buildings like this. And we have more than 60,000 workers to date. So yes, the Caja Costarricense del Seguro Social is a very strong institution. You can see there where the medical visit went, and so it's packed. The building is generally packed. So I'm going number 17 and last one of them is the partnership for the goals. Uh, this was really the center core of this project, right? The relationship between the the politics, the technical equipments, the local population. So this was the heart, like I said, and the strongest part that is uh, a port. So here there is a, a text that I will read in Spanish. Was the President of the Republic, Carlos Alvarado, from 2018 2022. And when he visited the site, he said this: La pandemia ha llevado a nuestro sistema de salud al límite. Sin embargo, todas las personas en todo el territorio nacional han tenido acceso a la salud. Nadie se ha quedado atrás. Estas dos obras, desarrolladas en territorio indígena, lo demuestran, al mismo tiempo que muestran nuestro compromiso con una infraestructura de calidad que garantice la protección del derecho de la salud. La concepción de esta obra respeta la cosmovisión local y sus costumbres. Es decir, nos muestra una Costa Rica inclusiva y respetuosa de su diversidad cultural. So it's a little resume, right, of the president trying to say that no one is left behind. These projects are confirmed that we have a really strong social security system, and like he said, no one is left behind. So we will just show you a couple of images more about the finished buildings when we uh, uh, finish the construction in 2021. Um, well, here we can see. Can you go back, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here we can see the different components, right? We have the main uh, medical floor in the first
Level.
level, right? And you can see the classroom right here, with that square roof, and we have the medical and the local. Well, locals can travel here. Sometimes they have to walk like in 1 day, 2 days, or something like that, and they have a little space where they can and sleep and stay for the night, and they can travel back to their homes to their day. And on the second level is the medical space where all the medical team will eat and sleep for 1 week, generally, that they stay over
Next.
there. And well, you can see there, we can see the all the wood work, right? And all the beautiful mountains that are on the surroundings, right? And here you can see too the people that travel to the building so they can have some healthcare attention too. Uh, Before there was no medical equipment. We can see now that they can have an ultrasounds and some works, some equipment for uh, the the teeth attention too, and some other details of the green walls and the wood construction. Same here. Well, this girl too, she for sure has to travel a lot to get here and bring their young ones to this medical attention that was so needed. And where again, this is the Piedra Mesa building. You can see, well, it's a very natural uh, environment, and you can see here in the corner too some of the medical plants that we like mint that we planted there, so we can propose a solution. Some more details. This is the classroom from Bajo Blay. The classroom from Bajo Blay is much nearer from the medical part than the one in Piedra Mesa, which probably you cannot see the stairs go up there. The two sites are quite different. One in Bajo Blay is more flat, and the other has an important inclination. And this is the Bajo Blay building too. Uh, we have to implement this fence. This fence wasn't planned before, but we have to do it because the security part of the social of the Caja Costarricense del Seguro Social told us that we have to bring more security to all the medical equipment and all the furniture that was inside the buildings. These are the stairs that I was talking about, which are the stairs that connect the medical outpost to the classroom that is in the upper part of the site. Animals in the area were a problem. Chickens flew through the fence. The cows they too tried to pass through, pigs, etc. So there was a lot of problems with the animals and the lifelong of the wood we were trying to protect. And well, this is the end of the presentation. This is Westella. It says it is. Thank you very much, Marcela. I don't say something.
Thank you very much. Be well.
And you can scan the QRs over there if you want to have our contact. And thank you very much again to all the organization. Goodbye.
Goodbye.